Yo, what up, Maplers and Hayabros? Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk about the best inner ability for Hayatos and the best Nodestones. I think specifically, or like more importantly, what changed with the boost nodes. And then I'm also going to show a regular rotation for bossing. It's going to be a battle analysis. So yeah, let's get right into it. For inner ability, it's pretty simple. We don't need anything special like attack speed, buff duration, passive skills +1, what else? Cooldown skip. We don't need any of those. So naturally, the best line that we need for the first legendary line is boss damage. You want 20% for that. And this probably, for most people, this would be the easiest line to finish, because the first line is always guaranteed legendary. But in reboot, you might use Messels to try and roll with the miracle circulators. So let's talk about the secondary and tertiary lines. So secondly, you want crit rate. You want 20% critical rate. I think most people would recommend trying to roll this with miracle circulators if you're in reboot. But in regular servers, it's pretty tough. You're gonna have to use honor to roll it by locking other lines with it, or just locking the tier. And yeah, it's gonna take you a while. I don't know how many millions of honor I've used to get the critical rate line, even during like one of those events where it's half the cost to reroll. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard one, but it's what you want if you want the best setup. So you want a critical line here. I personally replaced my Phantom Link, a level 3 one, with this line, but you can still use the link if you need it for the critical rate. You want 100% critical rate without Hitokiri Strike, because we need to save that for the iframes now. So you want to have 100% critical rate in the quick stance, and that's when you know you're good to go. And you'll probably need this line to help you get there, unless you want to burn a lot of Legion blocks and hyper stats on critical rate. But I would of course recommend getting this line, but it's not as easy as you might think, so you're just gonna have to deal with it until you actually roll it. But yeah, that's your second line. Your third line is gonna be this one right here, plus 8% damage when attacking targets inflicted with abnormal status effects. I like to call them debuffs, but yeah. This line used to not work with bleed effects. So we have a bleed skill called Bloodletter. Yeah. 50% appliance chance. So we pretty much always have like a bleed effect on a boss. So that's why this line is really, really good. But it, like before the Awake patch, it didn't work with bleed effects. But now it works with pretty much any kind of debuffs. So I think for a lot of classes, this might be like a best in slot line, like a new one. And this line's definitely better than like 21 attack or whatever, or buff duration. So you want this if you're looking to min-max. But there's also a Messels Obtained line that you could use if you're like a big grinder, if you're like a big farmer, because a majority of the game is grinding. The grind never ends. And we're gonna get our level cap raise again pretty soon. So you can replace the boss damage line or this line here with Messels. Either one, it's up to you, because it's It's not as easy to get a unique meso line here than to get a legendary one here. But you're trading off boss damage, which is pretty big. So I don't know. It's up to you. But yeah, there you have it. That's pretty much the best 3 lines. There's pretty much no other configuration right now. This is the meta. Okay, so for boost nodes, I'll try to keep it simple, but I mean, it's a little bit difficult to explain the setup. But basically, there are 4 skills that we definitely want to boost. So we can't just use one perfect trio node. But that's also kind of a good thing because we don't exactly need to boost 6 skills either. So you only need to boost 4 skills. So you don't really need perfect trios. Unless you're really trying to min-max. But if anyone has seen Sacrix or Sacrix's videos, you might already know that Hayato's boost nodes are a pain in the ass. We have 23 possible skills in the pool, so getting a perfect trio is really, really difficult. But anyways, let me show you the 4 skills that you should boost. Okay, so first we have your bossing skill, Ride Blade Flash. We have your mobbing skill, Rai Sanrenzen. We have Falcon's Honor, which is both. It's for bossing and mobbing. And then we have Hitokiri 100 Strike, which is for bossing. So these 4 skills are what you want to boost. Now, what I'm using right now is like my first pair is a bossing pair, so I'm using the 3 skills for bossing. So we got Falcons, we got Ride Blade, we got 100 Strike, and then I don't need Sanrenzen while bossing, so I'm using this specific pair. And then my other pair right here is not exactly necessary while I'm bossing, because these skills are either not used for damage or just rarely used at all while bossing. So that's one way you can set up your trios. Is have the perfect bossing trio up here, and then have like the rest down here. So Sanrenzen is the mobbing skill, and then the other 2 are basically freestyle, like because you can boost up to 6 skills if you're using 2 pairs, right? So we only need to boost 4 main ones, and then the other 2 is pretty much freestyle. But I personally would recommend boosting Shinsoku because there are certain times when you might use it while bossing. But yeah, it's still up to you though. I mean, we just have so many skills that we rarely use, or like they're not really used for DPS, so it doesn't really require boosting. But anyways, if you're like a new player, like you just got to 5th job, or you're in the early game to mid game, then you might want to get a trio that boosts these 3: Ride Blade, Raisan, and Falcon's Honor. So you don't really need 100 Strike yet if you're just looking for like a really good trio, or if you roll it by luck, because it's really hard. But if you get it, if you get it early on just because you're lucky, this is a good trio to start with, because you want to save node slots, because you're not high level enough to have like a lot of slots yet, right? So this would be the standard trio. And then your other pair would just have 100 strike and 2 other skills. It's like, we call them electives, I guess. Let's just call it electives. So you have 2 electives. And yeah, you can do whatever you want with those extra skills. But anyways, before the balance patch, my trio was this one right here, Shinsoku, Ra, and the 2 Rise. And then my other 2 was this one, 100 Strike, Falcon's Honor, and Sudden Strike. So that's what I was running, but now I kind of switched it. It's just so when I'm bossing I can just use this pair, and this one I could unequip if I need to use other things, like Advanced Blessing or Blink. Because I know KMS are going to change Blink into something more useful. So that's what I'm running, but I mean, yeah, hopefully it wasn't too confusing. I mean, all you need to know is the 4 skills that you should boost, and you can just set up your notes however you want, as long as you boost those 4 skills. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But for all the noob Hayatos out there, the first thing you need to max when you first get to 5th job is Phantom Blade. This is more important than boost nodes. It's more important than any other 5th job skill. It's good for both bossing and mobbing, and like, so it gives you a final damage buff when you cast it and hit something with it. And it's kind of like maintaining a Freud's Wisdom buff, where you have to keep refreshing it before it expires. I mean, when you're training, there's almost no issue with maintaining the buff, because you're always getting a lot of sword energy while killing monsters. But when you're bossing, it's a little difficult to maintain the buff, because you don't always have like unlimited sword energy. So that's when you need to manage your energy properly. But that's why you want to start leveling Phantom Blade as early on as you can. This is the first skill you should max. And yeah, everything else could be level 1. Like, you can just use level 1 Zanko for a while. Gotta play its Instant Slice. You can just leave like almost everything at level 1 to start with. So you just need to max Phantom Blade and then start doing the boost nodes. And also Holy Symbol if you're looking to train fast. That's pretty important. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So only the boost notes definitely changed, because we have to add 100 strike into it ever since the balance patch. Besides that, you know, everything else pretty standard. And yeah, that's it for notes. Alright, let me just show you guys how to do a bossing rotation real quick. It's going to be a 40-second battle analysis, because I legit just killed the dummy like after 40 seconds, so they need better dummies. But so I guess it is kind of a 40-second BA then. Yeah, let's do it. So generally, of course, you want to start off with max Phantom Blade stacks. So I'm just stacking it up first. And there's a combo I like to start off with, which for a lot of people is a very high chance of disconnecting or crashing right now. But it's fun. And it's a 4-skill combo. So you start with Falcon's Honor, then you go into 100 Strike, and then you go into Zanko, and end it with Instant Slice. And if you make it and don't crash at all, then you're good. That's really good burst. So You'll see me do it here to start off the VA with. But of course, before you do that, you gotta pop all your buffs and summons. Yeah. Let's go. Alright, so after the 4 skill combo, you're just holding down right blade flash, and once instant slice and Falcon's Honor both come back up, you use Falcon's Honor into instant slice and then go right back to right blade flash. And because we have God of Blades up, we're trying to keep our energy levels low so we get like the full restoration. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a very simple rotation. And then shortly after I did the BA, you'll see the dummy die. There it is. Alright, well that ends the BA and the video for today. If you guys have any other questions, or you need help with anything else that's related to the class, or if you want to debate about, you know, the meta builds and stuff, or skill rotations, or anything really that's related to Hayato, you should probably join the class Discord and chat with us. We have a lot of active players right now, especially in Reboot, but any server. If you're in any server at all, just join. Just do it. We have custom emotes. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye.